Yeah, Chris, we just rolled up on scene here. It is gridlock in and around the school. We're on the north end of this campus. There's a parking lot. You can hear more law enforcement as they're coming down the road. You can actually see a long line, and I'm sure you have a better vantage point. You have a better vantage point from the chopper. Just how many law enforcement vehicles we have here. I think we're counting closer to 40 to 50 to 60. We've seen DART police here. We see Dallas County sheriffs. We see Dallas police as well. They obviously, it's on lockdown right now. You have a whole bunch of parents that are sort of waiting around to see what's happening. They're communicating with their children, making sure that they are okay. There were a few children that were already on the outskirts of the campus, and they have been reunited with their family members. I've got Adante here. Adante, you're step in here for a minute here. And Adante is a senior here at Wilmer-Hutchins. We talked with your mom. Your mom's okay with us talking with you. First of all, where were you when this was all happening?
I was in the foyer with my principal, Ms. Gilliard, and Ms. Foster, along with my band director, Mr. Woodhouse, and two of my band members.
Okay. And did you hear something? Did you hear a commotion?
We were standing there talking, and we heard a few gunshots, and we were still standing there confused, and then we heard more, saw a few students running, heard a few screams, and we had to go and take cover back in the band room.
Could you tell where those gunshots were coming from?
I would say on the main street or the cafeteria, somewhere in that area.
Okay, and you're in the foyer, and where is that in relation to the campus?
Like right when you walk into the campus through the main doors, it's an open area.
If you can, sort of set the scene for us. What did it look like inside the campus building? What were the students doing? I'm assuming there's a lot of commotion, a lot of chaos.
Yeah, it happened around lunchtime, so we're just in a foyer, a few students in there just talking, and all of a sudden it got quiet and you just hearing gunshots.
Yeah, again, I'm so sorry that you're having to deal with this. I know this is not easy, and this is now 2 years in a row that you have to deal with this. Were you here on that day when we had another shooting that was a targeted shooting? One student shot another student in the leg. Were you there for that?
Yes, I was here. I was also in the band room with my band directors.
What's going through your mind as you're now seeing two events in a row where we have major events where we have a shooter on campus?
It's kind of scary thinking that it would have been better from last year's shooting, but things happen, and just really scared.
Yeah. Anything you can tell me about? So how did you get to come out and reunite with your mom?
I was in the band room, and the Dallas police officers came through. They told everybody to come out with their hands up, and we walked outside, and I saw my mom and just reunited with her.
Okay. This is Adante. He's a senior. I appreciate you for talking with us again. I know this is not easy, and it's going to be several hours before we figure out what exactly has happened here. But Adante just told us he heard several rounds of fire inside, away from the foyer, in one of the main rooms. Again, this was during lunchtime. Again, just to set the scene here, traffic is still coming through. Most of it is law enforcement, and again, we're seeing more and more police cars come through here. We've got Dallas Fire Rescue, Dallas Police, a lot of undercover units as well here. So this campus has two separate parking lots. You have a main lot and you have a lot on the west end. It feels like, or at least looks like, a lot of the law enforcement is centered around this western lot. So we don't know if something has happened there. We don't know if that's where our victims may be. So we're still trying to get a grasp of what's happening here. Good job, Adante. Thank you. Excuse me, Mom. Mom? My name's Joven. I'm with WFAA. Did you get from here to pick up your kids?
Yes.
Mind if I come and talk with you?
News? I look like a fool. Okay.
Come on up with me.
Okay.
Is your mom's your sister?
No, stay right there.
What's your
Well,
name?
come on. They're gonna come on. I'm Sean.
What's your name?
Sean Williams.
John Williams. You have 2 kids in this school?
Yeah, come on this side, Tyrese. Come on. Okay.
You have 2 children are okay?
Yeah, they're right.
Did you come in? How did you hear the test?
My son called me and told me.
Okay. Are you an educator yourself?
I don't need the ISD.
And I'm going to ask you just how you feeling in this moment. Sean Williams?
Shauna Williams. Yeah.
Shauna Williams. And you're a parent to 2 children.
Yes.
Steve is in that shot. Did your kids hear any of the gunshots?
Yes, they did.
They did.
Yeah.
What did they see? What did they do?
They just heard my son was outside, but he said somebody got to get shot now. His 2 friends got shot in
His 2 friends got shot?
in the cafeteria.
In the cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Stay right where you are. If you're okay. Shauna, I'm gonna have you stand right here. Come over. Yeah, yeah. We're here. Yeah. Well, Chris, if that message is out there from the district, these parents are not heeding that, and I think we can all understand that we want to see our loved ones, we want to see our children, and so, yes, people are still coming up to find their children, reunify with their children. Shauna Williams has 2 children. We're going to talk with her briefly. You have 2 children
Yes.
at this school.
Yes.
How did you hear about it? Was it a text message? I mean, you've heard that was on
My
lock.
son called me. He was outside running, and he said that gunshots was over his head or something he was saying, and then he was just getting from a career institute.
Okay.
And then he went in the cafeteria. He saw 2 of his friends get shot.
You're saying your son's 2 friends were shot in the cafeteria?
Yes. That's what he said.
And have you had a chance to talk with him?
My son?
Yeah.
Yeah, my son is over there.
And how is? I'm assuming he's
They
shocked.
They shocked. They shooken up. They were. My oldest one was crying, and then my other one, he called me, and I work at the school, and I had to come race over here and see what's going on because he scared me. I was so scared. Yeah, I was.
As a parent, you're hearing about how close these shootings are now
Yeah.
to us.
And this was like last year, the same time. Happened the same time last year. Yeah.
We know about the school having metal detectors. We know that they have clear bag
Yeah,
policies.
They do. And even the badges, they have to wear the badges. But I don't see how they could have got in the building. I don't see how they could have, because it's secured. When I come up here to get them, and they always check for my badge and ID and everything, so I don't know how they could have got in the school building.
It feels like you're in a state of just shock, bewilderment, all the things.
I had to drive here safely because I was about to pass out.
Why pass out?
Because my son was screaming and hollering like he was in a range of fire. That's why I had to rush from my job and come up here and see where he was, because I got two sons.
Two sons who go here.
Yeah, two sons that got.
We're starting to see a whole bunch of parents now trying to find their children. Explain to us how a parent is feeling in this moment.
Everybody was frantic. My car is way down at the other end, and along with some other parents, we had to walk all the way to the stadium. That's how eager we wanted to get to our kids. Yeah, it's very bad that we have to keep going through this. It's sad.
Speak to that if you can. Just the nature of these school shootings, and they're happening over and over and over again. This happened almost a year ago, exactly to the day.
Yes, and it's traumatizing. I mean, I be at work and I have to stop everything I'm doing because my baby like, Mama, come get me. And I was like, oh my God. So I just had to leave work real fast and come get them. And the same thing happened last year around about this time. I was at work and I was frantic. It's the parents' worst nightmare.
Shauna, that is such a tough feeling to feel, and I'm sure you're feeling a lot of things right now.
Yes.
And I'm hoping the best for you, and I'm hoping that you had a chance to talk with your children through what they just witnessed.
I'm trying to put them in homeschool because I can't take another round of this. This is horrifying, and it's just sad, because somebody had to go through this with their kids being shot. That's a parent's worst nightmare.
Absolutely. A lot of, a nightmare unfolding here at Wilmer-Hutchins. Yet again, another shooting. Again, we're still limited on a lot of the details, but right now, again, we still have traffic going in and out. They're not going to go much past here. Again, we have two parking lots that are now filled with law enforcement vehicles. School still on lockdown, will be on lockdown for quite a while.
Yeah. Sad. Thank you. Yeah, because God, that's crazy. And they put it with the parents because they get the word out and how to homeschool or something for their kids.
Donna, let me get your contact.
At least homeschool.
Can you roll on this? Brandon? Let me get your contact just in case we want to talk to you again.
Shauna Williams.
And your phone number?
On the news?
No, it's for me. This is just for my note take. For my note
okay, it's 214-545-8925.
Okay. All right. Be with your kids.
Okay.
Please be with your kids.
I will. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Those are her kids right there. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Leslie. Hey. Yeah. 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 Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Good enough. I appreciate it. Bye.
Can I shoot for a little bit?
Yeah. Go. Oh, got a drone coming up. Okay, when?
Tell them they gotta give us some time because I gotta shoot.
Stand by, they're taking our shot.
I'm probably gonna go, yeah, I'll probably go look. Where'd you park? I ended up getting stopped and parking on the service road. Come on. Hey, what's going on, man? Doing all right?
All things considering?
Yeah.
Is there anything you can tell us?
Not right now. I'm actually backtracking because I'm trying to find my phone that fell off while I was walking that way.
Okay. I saw you walking up from there, so now you got to...
Yeah, it fell off somewhere, and I thought it would have fallen off over here because I kind of did this funky jump.
It's okay. That's on us. That's on me. right? I got the mic.
Where are they? Are those just regular people?
Yeah, it was very good.
There's channel 2. You don't have to turn that off. Just in case.
WFAA ABC. You have somebody in there?
No, they was in there.
You guys were in there? And your mom?
Mom and Dad.
Yeah, mom and dad? And here we are now 2 years in a row.
Yeah, right.
We're just getting people's reactions in the moment. Mind if we talk with you guys? It'll be quick, just your reaction to what's going on. I kind of like, you were sitting on top of this thing while watching, right? I kind of like that. That was cool. I'm going to put this microphone. Your name, ma'am?
LaQuisa Smith.
Lisa Jobin. Is your microphone the thing? Look at this here. Can you run this up your shirt?
Oh, but if I already talked with Fox News, is that okay? Oh.
You're going to do it better. All right, LaQuisa, first of all, you're a parent,
Yes.
and here we are again.
Yeah.
What are you feeling in this moment?
Scared. We was nervous. We was scared, and we was in a panic. We didn't know what was going on, and we was hoping that because when she called, our daughter, she's 15, she was in the school still, and she was crying, and you could just hear all the screaming going on behind them. And our son.
Hold on one sec. Yes, Brandon? Oh, I got to turn on your mic. That helps, huh? All right, let's try that again. LaQuisa, you spell your name for me?
LEQUISA.
What are you feeling in this moment?
I'm feeling scared, not knowing what's going to happen to my kids, of just in a panic, in a state of shock, because, you know, we just had this happen not too long ago.
Here we are again.
And it's right here at home now. And it's our kids and their friends and their teachers, and it was just very, very scary to get a lot of phone calls at one time and text messages, oh, they're shooting. And by the time we made it up here, it was so many polices, and it was ambulances over here, and we seen 3 kids leaving the school that had possibly been shot. They wasn't hurt.
You were on your phone with your daughter?
Yes.
And
she was screaming and crying, and I talked to the teacher, and he assured me that he would die for the kids, that I don't have to worry about my child. I'm scared for my child, but at this moment, he is being their shield. He has them protected, and as soon as they can get them out as safe as they can, they will.
why are we having this conversation about school?
I don't know. This is supposed to be the place where we send them to get an education, and it's supposed to be just, you know, the safe haven for our kids, and yet it's our kids that's bringing the guns in. And
I can see you're getting emotional. Why?
yeah, because, you know, we're always at this school. Our kids are a part of band and ROTC programs here at this school. We're a part of the basketball, the football.
Is there anger? Is there sadness? Is there...
It's just hurt and frustration because it seemed like it won't end. Every time we get over something else, here it is happening again. And it's always with us and within our communities. It's like we have to stand together instead of hurting each other and tearing each other down. We should be lifting each other up and coming together as a community. But instead, we can't even send our kids to school while we go to work. We was in the middle of working. We own our own company, but you can't even be assured that even if you go to work, that your kids will go to school and they'll be safe.
How many babies do you have here?
I have 2 here at this school.
What year are they?
They are, one of them is 17 and the other 15.
And why are you perched on top of your car like this?
Just watching and making sure everything is safe and watching for the other kids, because there's other kids here and their parents haven't showed up yet, so I have to be able to vouch for them, because when they're not here, when things are not happening like this, we're still here for the kids.
What do you see? When you look out, what do you see?
Oh my gosh, number lights, a whole bunch of lights, ambulances, polices, and I'm just wondering what's going on, what's going to happen next. And will this be the last time here for this area here, because we done had enough over here in Dallas and in Wilmer-Hutchins. We done had enough of it.
You're done.
Yeah, well, I'm tired of it. It needs to end right now. It needs to stop right here at the school where it started. It needs to stop right here. It don't need to go any further.
Can we spell your full name again for me?
Lequisa.
And your last name?
Smith, Smith.
And your kids' names?
DeAndre Smith and Kylie Smith.
Okay. And
Yes.
Just for my own. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I know. It's so scary. These big guns and things, you know. We don't understand. I don't know. And have they caught the boy or what? Because
How do you feel seeing this?
afraid. But I feel like I'm protected on this side, you know, because I know they're right here. But at the same time, why do we need this at the school? This is where they're supposed to come to get an education, but yet and still, you see how this system is right now? It's messed up. It starts at home.
LaQuisa, just for my note taking, give me your number, your phone number, so I can contact you later.
Okay, right now,
Yeah.
817-968-0322.
Keep your microphone on. We're just gonna get a few more shots of you just looking out at the scene, all right?
Okay.
Stay right where you are.
Wait, hey guys. He okay?
Here we are again.
Who told you that?
What happens now? I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I appreciate it.
They trying to get the rest of the band kids from the stadium, but they not letting them go.